Now, today we're going to be looking at the 30-minute fantasy item shop 3. Yeah, it's out of order. I'm going to be honest here. That's due to me building these when I get them. Uh, 30-minute fantasy weapon option. Now, this is like a weapon rack. You can put your weapons, which you can put your weapons on, shields on, some of the armor on, some of the face mask, and that's pretty cool. I bought this for $10 actually at I think Hobby Town. I think I'm trying to remember. Some towards I bought them from. So yeah. For $10, and you're getting two swords, a dagger, and a mace. I think it's pretty awesome. So let's take a closer look at some of the accessories you get with this weapon options kit, and let's see if it's worth your $10 to $15, depending where you look. Depending where you look, it's really 50-50. So yeah, let's look. Now, the 30-minute fantasy item shop 3, which is basically the weapon rack. I will say I have number 2, and I'm going to do that next week. Also can't. I'll put this right here to hold up. So yeah, sorry about that. Now the main weapon rack is actually pretty good, nice and nice looking. You guys also this piece, so you could I don't know what this for actually. Shit. I think you could put it on one of these. Yeah, you can put on one of these. So actually, you have area to put stuff. So here, 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 and here. And technically right here on the, well, not for that one, but you just flip it, you can put it right here. So you do have space to put stuff, and actually you're meant to. But you also have things right here also, so more pegs, so you put more pegs here, which actually you're meant to as well. So you can put some of the face plates, some of the back pieces, which actually you're meant to. Well, so I'm going to show that off with that one. Some of these right here, which I don't know where these go. I think they go somewhere. But these also goes on this as well. But I don't know where it goes. Doesn't go here. And you get like two, actually, no, you get three of these, so you get Eddie put different helmets on. Two of these things. One of this, so which is a holder for one of the weapons, which is mace, which I'll get to in a second. And a extra part for the mace. Or sorry, the other parts for mace is right here. This is just for like something else, I think. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with this, and it's really fucking cool. This way you can buy more than one of these, and it's so awesome to have. And also, you can connect these. So if you have more than one of these, you can connect them like big racks. Now, the other accessories with this, you have a mace, which I did color. Well, so a mace, which, like I said, take it off a rod if it wants to, but it is stuck like a bitch. So that's how you do that. Click this in, plug this in, and then plug this in. So you had to make the mace for longer, and it's pretty cool actually. I did color it in because I have time to do stuff outside of work, and I use some markers for this. Made it easier to process. And I like it like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the smaller mace variants. You get a dagger, which I also did similar item. I wish about a second one so I could show you because they're all gray. It's pretty simple with a small dagger. You get a God, what are these swords called? I forget what they're called, but you do get this one. I did make the handle brown, and you get a longsword, which I know looks kind of shit, but give me a 10 for trying. However, you can put the weapons when you don't need them actually in here. That's what they're meant for. daggers you could put in that thing. Mace you could put here. But the factory and paint stuff can come off. I say to put it on here just in case. And like I said, if you want to take off the faceplates and helmets, you actually can. If nothing comes off, because so here it is. What you gotta do, just put this right here. You can go all full out with it and just take it all off. Slides onto this piece right here. Like I said, this has a problem of really not knowing where to put stuff. But if you look, shit, you can do like that, which is actually pretty cool to actually show off the helmet designs. And this you can actually just sit up on one of the rods, which is meant for these. So put that right there next to it. So yes, you can just take it off and just do like that. And if you have other swords or other big weapons, you can put stuff in there too, which I like. And it shows a piece of the skirt. Looks like. And actually, it shows on the end right here. You can put a shield. Something like that, yeah. But you can't just put this shit on here. It is so fucking awesome to have. So you just put stuff where you can. And I really like this. This is an easy ass setup. And the problem I'm trying to get everything out for it is a pinch. So you could just have it all like this being set up, so you could just make it work. And that was pretty good sizing, actually. I mean, that's just for the Tournament Fantasy. I mean, next to the actual like figure wise, looks pretty fucking good. And I will say, if you can get bloody hell, to get multiple of these for stuff like this, and to have more weapons, and you can have more daggers or more swords or whatever the hell you want, you can have extras of those. And it's actually a cool idea. And I will say, yeah, you get the set. You can set it right on it, so you can have a leaning on there, so you can just pick it up. I mean, that was showing packaging with the Lancer one, and I also had the Lancer too. I got both Lancers actually. I do both ahead of time, so I'm not going to screw myself over. Alright. I don't know. But so let's get to my final thoughts on the weapon optional stuff. It is really cool as an idea. I really mean this. It's cool as an idea. You need to buy more than one though. And if you can buy more than one just to put them in line, which would actually really be cool. Because some of the weapons you do have, like if you have some of the other classes, which or a lot of them are just like duplicates, that's actually pretty easy to set them up into this thing, and it's really awesome to have a weapon rack, so you get to put it on that. And actually, this does work with the other option stuff too. So with the last one I pointed out with the night option, it works with that because you get to put some of the daggers or some of the maces And again, and it also comes with extra pieces also, so you could put some stuff inside certain places, which is really cool. So let's to put some swords in, and I think it's an awesome idea for something being $10. Is that a pretty good pricing compared to something for I don't even want to think about some of the pricing you're paying for? And that doesn't count for me, and I hate paying like over $20 for certain items. And yeah, now should you pick these up? Yeah, of course. It's cool when you get some of the more when you get more items for this line. It makes it worth that money. Especially when you get some of the more accessories, it makes it worth it. Then you can have more armor on the side. I would like they made like a longer kind of section of where you could just put the armor as like one set. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. They could do that, but I don't know that they would do that or they would even have time. The Bandai is being weird about this shit, and it's Bandai. But if they ever get time to do that, if it is still like a thing to set the armor, that'd be kind of cool. So tell me, would you pick this up for your own collection? And if I say yes to my own collection, yes, it is pretty cool. But it's up to you. Would you pick this up for yourself or someone who is sucking into the fantasy line? Tell me, what do you think? I hope y'all have a good day, y'all. And I go more for this weekend. See you soon. Peace out, people.